Peace, love, light, and balance, man. To everybody who tuned in, this is your little brother, Prince Judavon Cosmine, coming to you one more time with a quick OWASP presentation. Salute to my brothers and sisters in the creative gang. I love y'all, the righteous gods and Nirvanian goddesses. Yeah, if y'all didn't know, creative gang is an acronym for gods and Nirvanian goddesses in training. The sons and daughters of Jehovah, the ones y'all know in the book of Psalms, chapter 86, verse 2. You know, that's all of us. Anyway, but the ones that rock with Creator, we are known as an organic body of faithists who stand 10 toes on the highest light that we can conceive in Creator's virtue. And our Creator is everywhere present, in all places, knows all things, and is all powerful. And his inspiration is life, love, liberty, harmony, and happiness to all in creation without the harm or sacrifice to anyone or anything that he gave the breath of life to. Salute to any and everyone and all people, both mortals and angels, in S. We're all striving to do our best to serve each other selflessly and to bring a balance, you know what I'm saying? Keeping it real 100%. And like I said, salute to everybody in the gang, and salute to the students of Millennium Zion, the students of, or I should say, the salute to Millennium Zion, students of the Creator's kingdoms, plural. All right, we don't come to do nothing but to elevate and educate. You know what I'm saying? This is fair use. Yeah. Love, light, and balance to everybody. I was going to start this lesson off with an introductory song, but I thought to myself, like, oh, they probably going to flag it once I upload this to YouTube because it's a very popular song. It's actually one of the most funkiest songs ever written in our earth. One of the funkiest songs to ever vibrate on the red star. And it's one of my sister's favorite songs, too. Shout out to my sister, Jessie May. Man, I love you, girl. Yeah, you're doing good. Keep staying strong. She said this is one of her favorite songs, so and it's now one of mine. The song is called drum roll please. No, I'm playing. Earth, Wind, and Fire. Salute Earth, Wind, and Fire. The legendary Earth, Wind, and Fire. They have a song called Fantasy. Y'all know that? Your fantasy in a world in the sky, we will fly in a world and right away. Our voices will ring together until the 12th of never. Our voices will ring never as one. Right. So that's the song. I was gonna play it on YouTube, but I don't want them to flag the video. And yeah, I saw Nelly. I'm gonna call you in a second. This is very important. I gotta get through this video before I get too tired. But yeah, so I was gonna start this off with that. But then I was like, well, let me just play one of the Bronze Yogi, one of the SNR's joints, and you know, I'll do that at the end. I just really want to get through this before I get too tired, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, it's your little brother, Prince Judavon. You tuned in to a OWASP presentation on today. And we've been going through this just to give an overview of what it is, because a lot of people have been having questions and even concerns, and some people very skeptical. I've been challenged to many a debate in the last couple of weeks. For some odd reason, everybody wanted to get punched on. I don't know why y'all want the Hadougens over and over again from your little brother, but I'll give them to you. You know what I'm saying? I feed you. I'll feed you hands, nigga. If you a meat eater, you like eating flesh. Let me stop. Look, she calling me on purpose so I can calm down, but I gotta get through this lesson. I'm so sorry. No, don't hate me. You don't watch this like this nigga just. No. I gotta get this before I get too tired. I'm sorry, baby, but I'm gonna call you soon. All right. Check this out. Let me get through this. Golly, distractions. What was I saying? People been trying to debate me. They got questions, right? So I was like, okay, there's so much in this book, Owaspi. It's a 1,500 page book. 1,500 pages, right? And everybody talking about what they think they know. Oh my gosh. I'm always here showing my text messages. How can I mute? Can I put this on Do Not Disturb? How can I do that? How can I put my phone on Do Not Disturb real quick? I know there's a way to do that. I know there's a way. Because I don't want that to keep happening. Here we go. Hallelujah. All praises, right, to the all ever-present great spirit. Now, back to where we was at. Whew. Yeah. So people been having questions about this book called Owaspi, which stands for Sky, Earth, Spirit. So I said, well, I'm going to clear the noise. Yeah, unless, you still, whatever. I'm just going to read it. This is the first page in the book. When you get the book, download the PDF version online. This is what you get. Boom. Straight script. 1,500 pages of script. If you study to show yourself approved, you shouldn't be scared of the book. A lot of Negroes act like they're so scared of it. It's witchcraft. Nigga, stop. Well, let's read it then. Because I ain't scared. I don't care if you tell me it's Satan's book. I'll read it. I'm not scared of a book. It's a book. So here we go. Owaspi. And if we see anything evil, please stop me. Please comment, like, share, subscribe, and comment to the channel. Follow me, you know what I'm saying? If you feel like, oh, my brother's going astray. My brother's losing his mind. My brother, he done got deceived by a white man's book. Okay, then comment and share, please. Your feelings and your thoughts and your concerns for me and for, what I'm reading, what this book is about. You feel me? I'm open to all of it. That's why I'm doing this video, so I can help bring some balance to the mealy mouthing, because it really is irritating to me, but it's not about me, it's just about the information. All right, but I ain't ducking no smoke. Whoever want to debate, shout out to Gideon, Israel, shout out to Jose, anybody else in the Titans debate league, and Sonetta. Shout out to any of y'all, anybody. I ain't worried. I'm ducking nothing. Owaspi, Sky, Earth, Spirit. Practical guidebook to the spiritual life. This is the standard edition in modern American language. All right. Here we go. What does it say? It says you have a corporeal body and a spiritual body. Hear me. You got a corporeal body and a spiritual body. Listen up. And I will open your understanding. You want to understand what this is spiritual body, your body is about, where it comes from, how it works? What about the spiritual body? You want to learn how that works too? Listen up. I'm going to open up your understanding. We 8 minutes and 35 seconds in. Y'all, thank you for being patient. Thank you for tuning in. Like, share, subscribe. Here, Owaspi opens up with this letter. And it says, you have a corporeal body and a spiritual body. Listen up, and I'm going to tell you, I'm going to open up your understanding. I'm helping you free not only your physical man, but the spiritual man. Yet with your freedom, with your liberty, you also attain to responsibility. So that sooner or later, your fidelity, your dedication, your love, your adoration to your creator and to your fellow man in righteousness, in love, and in good works. Yeah. Sooner or later, your responsibility, this responsibility shall become the most sacred study of your life. The responsibility to love your creator and your fellow man in righteousness and good works shall become the most sacred study of your life. With this freedom, that's your responsibility. And know this too. Your God don't come as a dictator in this era, but as your elder brother with ample experience. Yeah. I'm not a dictator. I'm your brother. That's what was on the page. God said, your God said, he not a dictator in this era, but a brother with much experience. Nor do I command, saying, you shall believe because I, your God, said it, or because I revealed it in a book. No, I'm just your brother. But I got a lot of experience. So nevertheless, through Owaspy, Sky, Earth, Spirit, this book on the page we're reading. Nevertheless, whether you don't gotta believe me, I'm just your brother. I'm just telling you what's up. Trying to open up your understanding. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta believe me, but nevertheless, it's here. You're aware of it. Owaspy is here. And through the light of Jehovah the Creator to man, through Owaspy, the light of Jehovah the Creator is revealed to man. Whether you believe it or not, it's revealed to you, brother. Open up your eyes or close them. The sun is still standing right in the sky. And man is to judge himself. You're not judging me, God. I thought only you could judge me. No, you can judge yourself too. And you will. I'm gonna judge you, yeah, whatever. I'm not trying to condemn you. I just told you I'm not a dictator, so I'm not here to whatever you think God's supposed to do. That's not what I'm here for. I'm your brother. Y'all know I'm rapping right now, by the way. I really want to, I done got a little comfortable because I just got off work. I'm tired. I just had a little bit of wine. But I'm just trying to get through this because I really want to get to where I'm getting to. How far am I in here? 11 minutes. Y'all know I like to kind of move. But also I know I'm inspired as well. So I be trying to rock with the energy. But I wanted to keep everything concise. Everything decently and in order. That's another reason why we got this Owaspy, is because it gives us a system and order that's practical of understanding the unseen world. But anyway, we're going to keep going. Nevertheless, whether you believe God in Owaspy or not, the light of Jehovah the Creator is revealed to man, and man is to judge himself and labor to save himself. You ain't sitting on your knees. Get off your knees asking for this nigga here to save you, or any nigga to save you. Get off your knees and do something good for yourself, and then do some good for somebody else, man. This is just the first page of Owaspy. I'm sorry, my freaking screen is bouncing around like crazy, but what the heck? Let me lock in. All right, so God ain't coming as a dictator. He's our brother. Nevertheless, through Owaspy. And by the way, the God of the earth today is not a God at all. This is just a little gem. You can just keep this gem from Judah. Okay? The God of the earth is not a man today. The current goddess of earth, and we're going to get to all of this. I know, my point is, everybody got questions about Owaspy. I've been rocking with Owaspy for a while with the brothers who also been reading Owaspy for damn near 20 years and teaching it. So I got a head start on Owaspy, and I was, I'm sharing everything I get, though. I'm not hoarding none of the light. I'm not that type of brother. I share it my way, in my own funky way. I'm not trying to be your preacher, your reverend, your fearless leader, none of that. No, I'm just your little brother, Prince Ch.10 Cosmon. I got a little light of mine, and I'm going to let it shine. You know what I'm saying? No hater. I'm not hating on nobody. But there's a lot of people that's hating on me, or hating on Owaspy, or the information that's been presented, hating on John Balu Newgrove for whatever reason. Like he's our God or something. But check this out. Creator is undefeated, whether you believe it or not. The light of Jehovah the Creator is revealed to man, and man is to judge himself. Yeah. And labor to save himself. Get off your knees. Ain't nobody coming to save you. So, and the reason why that is, it's not a bad thing. I'm not saying that to hurt your feelings. I'm saying that so that by you judging yourself and laboring to lift yourself up to higher levels of righteousness and balance and with your brothers and the Creator, you're going to have honor. Salute to you. Yes, that is you. That is you. That smile is golden. You dig it? The fact that you were able to level up and judge yourself and be light to other people. I honor you. God honors you. The Creator gives you glory. And in turn, righteous gods and goddesses, we already know, the ones in training and the ones already rocking on that level, we already know it's all back to Jah. None of it is for selfish anything. Check this out, though. As you labor to save yourself, right, and get this little tiny bit of glory and honor, little pats on the back, little kudos for you, right? Just understand, you're going to keep growing because the will of the Creator is not for you to just stay there and be forever led where you at, believing in Santa Claus. No, but for man to ultimately have the light. But the will of Jah, the Creator, ever present, the Great Spirit, is for man to ultimately have the light of practicing good works organically from birth, coming out the mama womb. You already know and are inspired. Your DNA code is aligned to practice good works from infancy up, organically. No fake phony, just 100% real ones in this era. And we being inspired by a true goddess. Did I say that? The God of the earth today ain't even a man. It's not a man. It's like everybody got hating on these. Oh man, let me say something real quick. Hold on. The funk too heavy. Cause I just seen some shit. We all seen some shit on Kevin Hart's thing. But there's a little bit of twinge energy here on a sense, because there's some other stuff popping up about some just I say racial tensions. They're trying to bubble some weird ass way, like that even matters anywhere. For real, but it matters in the sense of righteousness. So the problem now about the state is that there's a lot of issues coming up. People talking about women, like niggas being mad at women, and we stop that. Stop. First of all, Tupac said it best. You know what I'm saying? We all came from a woman. You know what I'm saying? So we need to honor our women and protect our women at all costs. I got daughters. You got a lot of us have daughters, and the Creator's children. All of us are the Creator's children, and His daughters are highly capable of superpowers. Our women have superpowers. All women do, but specifically our sisters. And if their faith is on top of that, you don't even understand the level of inspiration that our sisters contain and the power that they have vested in their souls and their hearts. So we not doing that over here. We're not tearing sisters down over here at all. Now we'll keep it real 100. If sisters is tripping, yeah, we're not gonna just be, nose wide open. And no, we're gonna judge everything properly, but situations with just blatant disrespect, we're not having that. Because, by the way, the God of the earth is not a man, it's a woman. There's a goddess ruling the heavens of the earth, the highest heavens on the earth today. The highest God is overruling it all as a woman. So niggas have beef with female presidents and women can't lead this. Nigga, the woman that's keeping everything in order on the whole planet right now is the angel, the goddess, the daughter of Jehovah. Just everybody just slow down with that. Okay? I just wanted to say that real quick. All right, let me keep pushing, man. Where was I at? Golly. For the will of the Creator is not for man to be forever led, or to, be led by the hand forever, but for man to ultimately, and this is all humanity, men, women, children. The Creator wants everybody to be able to practice good works organically coming out the womb of your mommy. So that's this era we're in, is Cosmon. You don't need nobody to tell you, like you a caveman, how to interpret love and fairness and justice. You don't need, liberty. You don't need somebody to teach you that. Really, I mean, there's the Creator teaches you from all sides, but you don't necessarily, this is the time period for all this wisdom and light and the age of information, the information age, the age of Aquarius, the Cosmon era, all of that is truth and light and facts and figures and Google this and prove it to me. And I'm going to show you, point to you right now, the facts, source up and shut up. All that energy is coming now to where the kids that are coming out of the womb are able to just know the creator's voice and what's right and truth. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not saying we're not supposed to read and not supposed to teach. I'm not saying that. But even in the Bible, it says you don't need no man to teach you. The creator speaks to you from everywhere and all sides to your soul directly without a middleman. No God needs to be in between you. No Lord, no Savior, no bloody sacrificial lambs at all. And again, I'm just rapping, y'all. This is part 2. I know I'm hella far in. I might just title this part 2. Because yesterday I started off reading the cover, the first 2 pages, 3 pages, 4 pages of Owaspy in the table of contents. So that's what I'm trying to get to today. Is I'm going to get to the table of contents in a second, and then I'm going to jump down to the book of discipline just so y'all can keep where we going. I got some points I'm making. I'm not just rambling. But I am chilling. Just like I said, I got off work. I'm just taking my time. I don't want to speed too much through this. So if y'all getting some understanding, all praises. If you're getting some understanding, spin some vortexes. Y'all know I love to hear your comments. I love to, if you got questions, whatever, you want to challenge anything you're hearing. Like I said, I haven't read nothing evil yet in Owaspy at all. I've been reading 5 years, 6 years, something like that. Ain't read nothing evil yet, and we ain't read nothing on this page yet today that's evil either. The will of the creator is not for you to be forever led. Just believe in books. Believe in what God says or believe in what angels say or anything like that. The creator said, I want you to know. I want you to know how to practice good works organically from birth. All right. Salute to the sisters. Salute to the true God. Salute to the brothers and, everybody in the creator gang and the 4 horsemen and everybody. All right. All right. So now I got to get through this. Man. Sheesh. Owaspy is a primary source for the spiritual and practical enlightenment and development. Zoom in. A primary for the spiritual and practical enlightenment and development. Nothing evil. Spiritual and practical enlightenment and development. That's what this book is for. And it's for of the individuals. That's you individually. That's me individually. That's my daughters. That's my family, friends. All of us individually. This book is supposed to help us spiritually and practically enlighten and develop. Not only us individually, but the groups, our communities, our friends, our church family, our you know what I'm saying? Everybody, the groups that you're in, this is for them. And guess who else it's for? Everybody else in the whole world. Humanity as a human race, all of us sons and daughters in creation. This is for their glory. It's not for to reveal you, to trap you. It's not here to enslave you. It's not here to indoctrinate you. This book ain't even a religious book at all. Matter of fact, it tells you not to believe in religious books as far as just believing in books goes. It tells you the opposite. Judge everything. Don't believe nothing, right? And not only is it for our glory, it's not for our enslavement or indoctrination or gloom or doom or condemnation, but it is for our happiness. The whole world needs to be happy and should be experiencing this life, learning happily every day. I mean, even if you got to go through sad times, you should be able to learn how to overcome the evil, overcome the shortcomings in your life. We're going to talk about that today. I got to put that in the lesson. That's where I'm going. So let me just keep going there. I'm going to show you how practical this is, how practical this guidebook is for your spiritual development. I'm going to show you an example practically today, objectively, from a text in Owaspy. But I want to show you the first page first, because everybody talking about what they think they know it is. No, it's not a racist white book. It's not about no white religion. It's not about nothing that you think. It's not even like Bible at all. It's nothing like the Bible that you got. That Ezra Bible, the King James. No, it's totally different. So, once again, it's showing you what it is. I'm reading it. That's why I'm doing this. It's a primary for the spiritual and practical enlightenment of everybody in the freaking world. For the glory and happiness and for the glory of the whole. That's everybody, okay? Like I said. Dang it. Let's keep pushing. Smile. All right. So in the words of Jehovah, I explained in the first part of this video, that Jehovah means the God of heaven and earth. Jehovah, don't really matter what you call the creator, because he don't quibble over names himself. So, but if you're curious about Jehovah, I did this, go back to the first video. I said it a lot on that, but it just literally means the creator of heaven and earth and everything. All right. In the words of Jehovah, the creator of heaven and earth and everything, and his angel ambassadors, being a Cosmon Bible, Bible. Cosmon is a time period of 3,400 years, containing a history of the dominions of the higher and lower heavens on the earth. I'm not going to get too deep into this. I did a lot of this last time. This is what it contains. I don't want to just read it like I'm, but like a robot, but this is what is contained in OWASP. You can download this right now. Take some time. It's just on your phone. It takes literally 5 seconds, man. Google. I could do it. I could show you on my screen if I wanted to. I'm not trying to be facetious. Just Google it. Standard edition of OWASP PDF. Boom. Download it yourself. You can follow along with me. That way I won't have to talk so much. Right? Because sometimes I just assume people never heard it, never read it. And and I know a lot of people talk a mess. So I'll just be trying to make it clear, like, hold on, let's just look at it. We're all smart. Nobody's stupid. Ain't nobody dumb. Okay? That's what we're going to know over here. Millennium Zion, students of Jaja Kingdoms, we're not dumb. So we're going to get to that. I'm going to keep going. Here we go. It's a Cosmon Bible. What does it contain? It's a history of the dominions of the higher and lower heavens on the earth for the past 25,000 years. Yep, count them up. 25,000 years, which started from the submersion of the continent of Pan, the sinking of the continent, a whole continent, imagine that, called Pan, according to OWASP, in the Pacific Ocean. And that's commonly called the flood, like, the flood of Noah or the Great Deluge. It wasn't really, according to OWASP, we're going to talk deep about that too, later on, right? We'll talk about what the flood really was and the Ark of Noah and all that. So that 25,000 year history of the upper and lower heavens beginning from the continent of Pan sinking in the Pacific Ocean to this day. So that this book contains that time period, that timeline. So we can go back 25,000 years. We should see a continent sunk 25,000 years ago. If this book is true, right? If this book has any validity at all. If I Google, should I do this now? Because no, I'm not going to do this now. I'll do it later. I got time. Why am I rushing, man? We got eternity, literally. I don't got to rush. I don't know why I feel like I got to rush right now. Maybe because Uranus is in Gemini and I'm a Gemini and it's about to be my birthday or something coming up here soon. So I just feel anxious. But the creator say, don't be anxious for nothing. Just be patient. We're going to talk about patience right now in a second. So here we go. Let me exercise. All right. How long we been on here? Dang. Almost, what does that say? 28 minutes. Okay. Again, pause, y'all. Thank y'all for bearing with me this long, because we went over this already. Part 1. This is part 2. So what does the Cosmon Bible contain? The OWASP Bible, what is in it? Again, it's a history of the upper and lower heavens on the earth for the past 25,000 years. So you look up in the sky, it's, or you look on the earth and you see when Pan sunk, if it lines up 25,000 years ago, lining up with a continent sinking, then this book got some validity to it, whether you believe in higher or lower heavens or not. And we proved that in the first video. Woo! All right, keep going, Chris. Why are you slow? Why are you going so slow, Judah? Also, it's a brief history of the preceding years being from man's beginning on the earth. So the beginning of the human race on the earth is in here to the time of that great deluge. And it also has together with, I'll tell you, this book 1,500 pages, y'all. And niggas act like they know what's in it. Like, oh, I read that book. No, you didn't. Stop lying. Just simply stop. You didn't read a 1,500 page book and you ain't never even heard of it. Niggas just be saying stuff. And then when you challenge them on it, they end up sitting back learning more than they ever knew. Which is cool. You bring them and we raise them. So this book, 1,500-page book called The Waspy, also has, together with all that previous information, on the third page, it says it also has a synopsis of the cosmogony, or the creation of the universe and how it functions. The functionality, the mechanisms, the system and order of the universe, okay, is in this book. See, in the Bible don't tell you how the creator, or it really don't tell you nothing except for just believe. Like, it's the opposite. That's why I say this book is different than the regular book Bible. It also has a synopsis of the creation of planets. How is a planet created from start to finish? It has a creation of man, how you've worked, how you created, all of it. The unseen worlds. Oh, I'm tired today, boy. I worked hard, and I've been a little bit agitated and irritated too. So this is good that I'm working out. I'm glad y'all sparring with me, working out, hitting these push-ups, these, what they would say, biblical calisthenics, reading through these words and getting an understanding, because it takes work. It takes discipline, as we're going to learn. This is real life, man. I'm not no fake funk. I'm not faking the funk. You know what I'm saying? This is really me right now, chilling out, reading, studying, trying to share light with y'all. So I appreciate y'all for liking, sharing, subscribing, and I hope I don't bore you too much. Trying to read through this. I mean, I'm trying to do a pretty good job being entertaining, because this is just the introduction of the book. It's not really nothing. I mean, it's a lot. Let me shut up. All right, I'm really in my Gemini energy right now, y'all. I'm telling you, I follow astrology too, and I feel the vortexing and currents, and sometimes they tickle you, you know. Sometimes they tickle. But why is even my phone, man? Like, Mercury must be going retrograde or something. Real talk. Because this little slippery shit is starting to bother me a tad, to where I'm finna just skip through the bottom rest. So yeah, that's pretty. Oh, and the last part of this was the unseen world. So this book talks about the unseen worlds in a practical way, a system in order. It gives you a system in order, a framework that you can comprehend of what is unseen. We already got certain axioms. We already got certain facts and figures, just stuff in our heart that we already know from how we was raised, even through religions, right? The whole point of religion is to raise you up to understand the Creator's ever presence. So things like as above, so below, right? That understanding is not uncommon to mortals. It's not. That's a common axiom that we've been saying for millennia. See that? So it all works together. It's so much like that in here. But we have a system in order now with a waspy. Like, I'm gonna open your understanding so you can see how this all works. The unseen world is real, and this is how it works. This is the labor and the glory of the gods and the goddesses. The true ones will never tell you to worship them. False gods ask for praise and blood sacrifices and all that. But we're going to talk about the labor and the glory of all of them. The true gods, false gods, goddesses, everybody. In the heavens of your earth, your red star, the one that you grew up on. Yeah, we're going to talk about what's going on in the unseen worlds, little bro. And in the Etherean heavens above yours. Yeah, because it's God, it's Orion chiefs, and it's somebody above gods. God is just a title given to a high-raised angel, high-ranking son or daughter of Jehovah, who was once a mortal just like you. We're going to get into all of that. I'm not trying to scoot too far ahead, but this also has, in this book, Owaspy, not only does it have the labor and glory of gods and goddesses in the heavens of the earth and in the higher heavens above the earth, and Etheria, that's outer space, right? It also has the new commandments of Jehovah, the creator of heaven and earth, to man. Yeah, I know a lot of people don't like that term, new commandments. Like, what do you mean new commandments? I thought he wasn't commanding us in this era. No, the creator is not God. God said, I ain't commanding you nothing. See, but there's a difference that you ain't aware of in Owaspy. There's a difference between God and the creator. I just said God is just a title given to an angel who was a high-raised angel who was once a mortal, just like us. Know ye not that you are gods and goddesses? Jesus said that to the Pharisees, who he was quoting from David in Psalms 82, verse 6. And then it gives you the whole, in that book, Psalms, it gives you the whole prerequisite for what a real, true God is supposed to be doing. Looking out for the fatherless children, looking out for the oppressed, right? Trying to do good in the world. Bring a balance. No, what they say, deliver the distressed and look out for the widows. Isn't that true religion? Religion is something that you do. And all of the religions push you to the creator, but some of the false gods hijack some of them religions and they got you praising them. Like I said, a true God, a true Lord, a true goddess would never tell you to bow down and worship them. Toot that thing up. Put your head down. Toot that thing up. Put your head down. Bow down. Bow on your bow on your knees. Bow on your knees. No, we're not bouncing around for these niggas, man. None of these angels are getting no whop, nigga, no twerk sessions for me, nigga. I'm not tooting it up in the air on my knees for no God or goddess or Lord, nigga. What? No, I'm not doing that. And and a true God will never require that, or a true goddess ever. See what I'm saying? They already. Anyways, let me keep going. I just be going on tangents sometimes. And like I said, I'm feeling this Gemini energy, whatever is popping. Y'all better watch out because y'all gonna want to. Some of y'all got some debates, and y'all got some unctions to debate me, and you just don't know. I want to punch on you right now. It's some shit bothering me. And I grew up playing football and running track, you know what I mean? I used to hold my energy in until Friday night. And when the lights came on, somebody was about to go home hurt. You see? And I feel that right now in energy. I feel that, man. It feel like Friday night lights coming up. All right, anyway, let me keep going. So we got the new commandments of Jehovah. Yeah, like a lot of people ain't gonna like that. They're gonna think, oh, we got one Bible, no new commandments. No, it's new commandments, nigga. And it's not coming from God. It's coming from the Creator directly to your soul without the book even. To now, even right now in this very hour. All right, so these new commandments, Creator is undefeated. Salute, Jaja. We love you. New commandments of Jehovah to man of the present day, today. We're not talking about old commandments of Levitican priesthoods and Pharisaical, Sadduceical, or no. None of these Rabbi Ben Yosef's. No. We cool. Or them old ass commandments. No. Jaja said, I got something new for man of the present day, which is Cosmon. This is Chris of today. This is Judah Vaughn today. Yeah. You dig what I'm saying? And in this book of Oaspi, there's other revelations that I promise you, if everybody humbles ourselves, nobody knows everything. We learn something new every day. You really understand that? That means that you really don't know nothing. You don't know it all. You far from it. Only Creator knows all. The false Christ talking about he knows everything. You lying. Like, you know why I can know you false? Because I can see you. You talking about you're going to appear in the sky on the nag? Who was that nigga on that nag? Talking about, I'm the one nobody knows. No, nigga, we know you. Okay? Luamon. We know all you false guys' names that we can name right now. We got a lot of them. Even in the Bible, Baal, Ashtaroth, Dagon. We're not deceived anymore. See what I'm saying? We know our Creator is unseen and ever present in all places. You see what I'm saying? And he ain't gonna ever tell us he gonna come to separate mother from daughter and father from son and no. And I'm gonna bring a sword. I'm gonna slaughter these niggas until their horses bridle. And they're gonna be swimming and sacrifice these animals. What, nigga? This nigga sounds like a bloodthirsty maniac, a warmonger, baby killer. Never fucking worship you. You sucker ass nigga, you. I don't know what you thought this was. Ever thought this was. I don't even know why they tried it. But, they already went to hell. They went to whatever these niggas is already done for. But like I said, our Father is with us every day. He's an all parent. He say our all mother is with us too. And his word is going to get through. He's undefeated, all right? Where was I at? These other revelations are from the second resurrection. I'll talk about that a little bit, not right now, but it's levels to the heavens. It's the first resurrection on the ground, and then there's a second resurrection higher up, and there's a third resurrection right before you graduate into Etheria, which is the higher heavens in the outer space. It's kingdoms all around us, from earth, from all around us. It's spirits, people. It's not spooky. It's just what it is. Don't be scared. For our Creator has not given us a spirit of fear. He just said, I'm going to let you know how it works. I'm going to open up your understanding. I'm going to send your big brothers who are already passed through mortality back down to write you a little story. You can judge it for yourself, whether you think it's from me or not. But I'm going to tell you, it's in the words of Jehovah and his angels and ambassadors. Now go ahead, judge it. If it's from me, rock with what you learned. But you got to get through the first couple of pages first. You can't just look at the cover and judge it and think, oh, it's just trash. It's a white man wrote that. I'll never look at that. Oh, see, that's why you slow gas. That's why you're stiff necking and your head hurts. That's why you scratching your head about how the fuck I get duped by a false god. Because somebody just told you to hate white people. That's why. And you just believe that because your people were slaves, you're supposed to hate all white people. To the point where you would reject any type of truth from a white man. I mean, I listen to Zariak. I listen to some of these Hebrew Israelite Negroes. These niggas are they're disgustingly duped. They're in deep, gross fucking darkness. And I'm not even exaggerating at all, man. It's actually pitiful. I pity these niggas for real. But I digress. Again, it's just one of them days. I'm just gonna rock with the energy, man. If you rock with me this far, I love you. Sincerely. If you got this far with me just talking like I'm talking, nigga, you are a real one. Salute to you in sincerity. All right, let me keep pushing. Let me get to where I'm at. All right, this is part 2, y'all. I think I'm 41 minutes in. I ain't even got to nothing yet. This is where I was getting to. All right. So we went through that again. I hope y'all got some understanding, some type of conciseness landed to your heart from the first 3 pages of Owaspi. 1, we went through the first page, second page, third page, and now we got on the content. So what does it contain? Okay, we read through that. Whew. So this is what it actually looks like, y'all. This is the first table of contents. The Owaspi table of contents. This is your first look at what it contains if you've never seen it. From your little brother, Prince Ch.10 Cosmon. You're welcome. Let me zoom in. Page 1. Oh, this is sincere to my heart right quick. I'm gonna get a little touched by this one because I'm gonna talk just real quick on this, and then we're gonna get to where I'm. Well, actually, I'm just gonna take my time, man. I'm gonna take my time. Owaspi table of contents. Book 1. It reads Tay's prayer. Right? Tay's prayer. That's what it sounds. Well, when I first read it, I thought it was pronounced Tay, but it's actually pronounced Ty. And I love it. It's sincere to my heart so much that mug says Ty and not Tay. When I first read this, honestly, there was a problem when I had a little problem with it. But the word Ty, which looks like Tay's, but it's Ty's. Ty's prayer. Ty is a word that represents the highest light of all humanity. The highest light of ideals, the highest ideal that we can conceive from Creator's virtue in our from anywhere, anyone, right? Collectively is what I'm trying to say. Our collective understanding and comprehension of the highest ideals is what Ty means. So Ty is not one person in the sense of an individual person, but it is the one person that is humanity, the human race, and the highest of it. God. Whoo! Now, I just gave y'all a part of me that I probably shouldn't have because I wear my heart on my sleeve. But my daughter, Ty Leah, I have a daughter named Ty Leah, and I call her Ty. And it's funny because my second daughter, Aaliyah, right? They both rhyme, but Ty Leah is it's a special child to me because that name, first of all, if you know Ty, if you just to know her, you would just know that. It's like the Creator gave her as a representation practically to me and to her mama and to everybody around in our family of what it means for a child born in Cosmon in this time to be able to exude pure love, pure energy of excitement, pure encouragement, pure just, whatever it is, it's coming sincerely from her energy, and you just can't help but to freaking just be in love with Tylea, who we call Ty. Salute to Ty J. I love you sincerely, daughter. And I'm eternally proud. And I'm so honored and blessed to be able to watch you be a glory to the Creator every day. The way you dance and the way you learn and read and play and help mama and everything. It's just, there's nothing that would ever make me not proud of you, Ty. And I know even Ty, as far as what Owaspy represents, the highest light of all of us collectively as one person, I'm proud of you. Yes, I am proud of all of humanity who get it on the one, under the law of the one great spirit. We're all one. And we should all live our highest light that we can so that we can elevate every man, every woman, every child together above wars, above pettiness and hatred and family dramas. We're going to talk about that today. I'm so glad our Creator put me back on this point right here. All of that pain and all the traumas and dramas and baby mamas and I can't stand you and you ain't going to see me no more. We ain't talking no more. It's over. Oh, just goodbye. All of this, we're going to deal with that today. I'm glad we're back on the one, son. Good job, Ch.10, Cosmon. Balance this thing out practically, comprehensively, in your own way, because this is something everybody talking about. Drama. I'm feeling it. I feel it every day. I'm talking about when you really have done something yourself, you so upset, you do something, and you say something to somebody, and you hurt them. And if you're a person like me, I'm never happy about that. I never punch a nigga that ain't gonna fight me back. Gangster. Hey though, I feel bad. I would feel bad. You know what I'm saying? So it's a certain level of remorse that everybody feels. It's a certain level of empathetic, if you're a real one. You know what I'm saying? You get hurt, you say stuff, you hurt somebody, you feel bad too. How do you get over that? Because we've been told the blood of the Jesus is the Jeebus, the blood of the Lamb, the blood in this, and that's what washes away your sins. For reals? Really? Really? Let's pause and think about that. I just want everybody to think about that shit for a second. Because that's fucking blood ritualistic cult magic. And I'm not talking nothing that's not in this book. Owaspy has nothing like that in here. You ain't gonna see nothing about doing nothing with no blood ritual magic in here like that, washing away your sins. If that felt good, if that used to feel good to you, feel good to me. The blood of the Lamb, we used to sing about that shit, man. How do we really cure our remorse though? Because if that was the case, right, being real with it, if it was the case, if Jesus' blood took away all my sins, then why do I feel remorse? For real. Still. You know what I mean? And does a person, even if I didn't feel remorse, right? Say if I really believed and said Jesus' blood take away, I don't feel nothing for nothing. I'm forgiven, right? Because the blood. But does that other person feel like that too? Does the blood of Jesus take away their anger or remorse for what you did to them? Or, you know what I'm saying? Does that really work? No, it doesn't. It doesn't work. If that was the case, there would be no sin on the earth at all, because everybody would have sin. Sin would be washed away, right? Ain't that the whole point? Why is it still here? If the blood of the blood of the blood of the blood of the blah, 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 if it did wash it away, why is it still here? It don't wash it away, nigga. And Jesus never said, the true Yeshua never even taught that. I'm going to pull that up later on, but I digress because the question remains, how do we really cure this remorse that we feel for real? This is a real life, nigga. We really get depressed. I have really felt the deepest darkness sometimes. Y'all don't know. You know what I mean? Like, people really go through stuff. People really go through sicknesses. People really don't understand what happens when their family members get killed and stuff. So I don't want to get too far into the pain, but I'm digging in there because we're going to get to that. How do we cure the remorse? That's what I'm going to, right? So salute. To y'all, if y'all been rocking with me this long, man, we're gonna keep going. Like, share, subscribe. I know I'm just rambling on tonight, but we're gonna get better and better as we go. I just started doing this literally. Well, I've done this before a lot of times, but for some reason I'm just like it's just clicking different than now. And like I said, times is changing. It's a lot of stuff happening in the sky right now. So again, this is the table of contents of OWASP. Thank y'all for rocking with your little brother, Prince Ch.10. Salute to the Creative Gang, man. Everybody in the gang. All right, Tay's prayer is the first book, Ty's prayer. Salute to my daughter, Tylea J. I know y'all gotta just look at that book for real. It's fire. All right, then you got the OWASP prologue. This is for all the people who say that they read the book and no, you ain't read it. So let me just help y'all see. And if you're interested, I hope this is a sincere help to you. All right, then you got the Book of Jehovah. Y'all can read it yourself. I don't have to read through every single one, but the Book of Jehovah, symmetry, son. Heard his word and the world begun. That's what Jehovah reigns for the chosen, the only one. The Book of Jehovah. Yeah, that's one of the knocks we got in the Creative Gang. Y'all got to listen to the undergrads. Yeah. Salute to FGK Capone. The undergrads, the Creative Gang music, Creative Gang productions. All right, yeah, Book of Jehovah, y'all gotta check that out. That's, whew, I'm telling you, man, I'm not even doing this. None of these texts of this service. I mean, a genuine service, because when you read it, it's just gonna blow your muffin cap back blue. Y'all look through this. Y'all can screenshot this, read it later. I'm not gonna read through every single one right now because I really want to. Well, let me just take my time. Sheesh. All right, so you got the Book of Jehovah. Yeah, that's book 4 in OWASP. Book 5. Yeah, let's do it like this. Book 5, Book of Ch.10. Ch.10, son of Jehovah. Book 6, first book of the First Lords. Book 7, Book of Asham, son of Jehovah. Book 8, second book of the Lords. Book 9, synopsis of 16 cycles. Book 10, Book of Af, or Aph, son of Jehovah. OWASP, Book 11, the Lord's first book. Book 12, Book of Su, son of Jehovah. Son of Jehovah. Su ain't a girl now, right there. 13, the Lord's second book. Book 14, Book of Apollo, son of Jehovah. Salute. Book 15, the Lord's third book. Book 16, Book of Thor. Salute, son of Jehovah. Yeah, I didn't know. And another. I'll have another. Sure, Thor, salute. Book 17, man, everything's funky, guys. Look, Book 17, Lord's fourth book. Book 18, Book of Osiris. Whew. Son of Jehovah, salute. Osir. The true Osiris, not the nigga in the green spandex, nigga. No. We're not talking about Kemet Osiris, the false. Book 19, the Lord's fifth book. Book 20, Book of Fragapati. Son of Jehovah, salute. Big salute. Salute Hoab and all them too. Book 21, Book of God's Word. Book of Divinity, Book 22, OWASP. Book of Divinity, fire. Book 23, Book of Sepinta, Armige. Daughter of Jehovah. Yeah. You gotta know, daughters, I got daughters, man, for a reason. I got the best ones. They gonna be goddesses in the heavens one day. Not now. I mean, we in training now. We learning how to do good and be selfless and activate and master your abilities and talents because you're superheroes. Literally. Goddesses. See that? Salute to Sepinta Armige, daughter of Joe. If you see her resume, boy, it'll blow your muffin cap back blue. How much she's done in the earth and in her existence and her elevation and her progression in spirit with the creator and all of, nigga, you don't even know how the sisters get down in Owaspy. Y'all, in the Bible, y'all ain't got no goddesses. I mean, I shouldn't even say that because that would be disingenuous. You got you got the goddess that actually helped write your book. The goddess that actually enslaved you Israelites. Oh yeah, she's in there. Yeah. Whoa, Astaroth, Millie Mouth Astaroth. Oh wow, she's in there. Yeah, I do got goddesses in there. Whew. Let me shut up. That's funny. All right, book 24, man. Salute to Kobe. First book of God, book 25, book of the wars. Let me zoom in on. No, I ain't gonna underline it. Zoom in on this one though. That book 25 right there. Go blow your muffin cap back blue. Y'all niggas act like y'all read this. You niggas over there. I'm trying to calm down. Titans Debate League, shout out. Y'all say y'all read this. Some of y'all act like y'all read Owaspy. You act like you actually went through this comprehensively and comprehended anything. I know you didn't because Gideon was at least Gideon said, every time I read it, I just don't understand it. I don't get it. It's just hogwash. That's what Gideon said. And then some other mealy mouthed Negroes was over there talking about atmospherian kingdoms being crazy. And that I was crazy for believing as a grown man that there's angels in the heavens above our heads. And then y'all talk about you read the book and nigga, y'all went through this? Did y'all do this? Because this is what I started doing. I've been doing this for 5 years. I mean, and that's not even long. Say a lot of them. Bro, I'm not trying to be haughty or nothing. I'm just being honest, like genuine. Like, did you do this? Because y'all said y'all read Owaspy. And you know what it's about. And y'all talk about it's evil. And it's a white man's book. Like, did you do what I did? I haven't read nothing evil yet. I haven't heard nothing in this table of contents about anything evil. All right, so calm down. I'm just saying. Y'all want to debate me, nigga? I got clips. We clipped up over here. Owaspy is nothing to play with. Creative Gang is crazy. Creative Gang is crazy. And you better listen. All right, I'm an hour in. I just been really I don't know how I'm gonna title this video. But yeah, this is part 2, once again, of that first video I did yesterday, just on the introduction of the first couple of pages of Owaspy. Again, we are predominantly going to the table of contents. I did a whole hour of not even getting to where I was trying to get to. I'm just now rocking. I might do a 4 hour. I ain't never really did a really long video. I don't feel like I can hold people that long, for real. Like how Malachi Maccabee and Big Bro Kaz, they be going 4 hours long and everybody can just follow along with them. I don't feel like I got that power yet. You hear how I'm sounding. I just got off work. So I be trying to keep everything under an hour, maybe hour 30. And get comprehension more so that you understand what I'm saying. I don't care if I only talk for 5 minutes. I want you to get it. So, but right now I feel like I'm kind of all over the place. But the comprehensive understanding of the way that this video should have been set up is just an overview. Once again, quick overview. It should have been of the first 3 pages, correlating to the overview of the table of contents, which we're finally at, thankfully. And then it's going to lead us to the book that I want to go into today. I think I'll try to kind of frame all of my videos, the next couple of videos in this series. I'm going to start them all off the same way. I'm kind of just but I'm not going to do nearly as much as I did these first 2 videos on that first couple of pages. All right. Why can't my thing just go to the top of the page? What is going on? Hold on. All right, back to the table of contents, right? What does Owaspy contain? This is the content. What? Stay where you're supposed to stay, freaking whatever you are. Scroll bar? This boy is going crazy in the corner of my screen. Okay, where was we at? Salute to the Ch.10 armies. We went to the first book of God, book 25. That's where we was at. The book of the wars against Jehovah. See, Jehovah don't war against nobody. He's not a god of war at all. But the false gods war against the Creator and his righteousness for stupid, no reason. It's just dumb. But in this era, we're learning we don't got to do that. We know Jehovah is not ever going to inspire us to hurt no one. Or, you know what I'm saying? So that's easy peasy. All right, book 26. After the book of the wars against Jehovah, then you get the book of Lika or Lika, the son of Jehovah, another true God, high raised angel. And then you get the book of the Ark of Bond. That's the time of Moses. The Ark of Bond was the time Moses and Capilia and Buddha, I think it was Buddha and somebody else, them four major prophets was in the earth teaching the higher light of what Oahspe contains. Oahspe gives you this heavenly history of what was going on in the higher heavens during the Ark of Bond, right? I don't know exactly. It's the time of Moses, but the Ark of Bond is it's an arc cycle. It was a time period, just like the Ark of Cosmon. Today is a time period of 3,400 years. See, this book contains a heavenly history. Once again, we're an hour in this video. This book contains, in the contents, a heavenly history of the higher and lower heavens on the earth. In the book of the Ark of Bond, here in book 27, is the time period of Moses, and it records what the angels were doing in the heavens above Moses' head while Moses was doing what he was doing on the earth. That whole time period right there in the Ark of Bond. Sheesh. Fire. Y'all read that? You see that? Y'all see that? Have you read that? With comprehension? Because that's fire. Now, then after that, woo. Now, book of Esdras, sheesh. This book right here, the book of Esdras, I'm going to be honest with you. I read the book of Esdras first because I was looking for Yeshua. When I first was reading Oahspe, I was inspired by Malachi. Well, I was really inspired by the Creator, but Malachi was already on it too. He was like, man, what does it say about Yeshua though? Because we were still really, not really, we was coming out of it, but anyway, it's all respect to Yeshua anyway, man. Salute Yeshua, man. It ain't nothing, no issues with Yeshua at all. The true Nazarene, Essene Faithist, who lived with James the Just, his blood brother, baby brother, and Judah, and his mama Miriam and daddy Joseph, blood daddy, that Joseph. Yeah, the Creator is all of our Father. Jesus wasn't special. The special, no, not in the sense of birth. You know what I'm saying? In reality, I ain't trying to bust nobody's bubble, but he said, you're going to do greater things than me. We are all sons of one Father. He didn't say pray to me. He said pray to the Father. So salute to Yeshua. But he's in Esdras, chapter 44, if you want to read about Yeshua's life and what he talk about him and Oahspe. It's fire. And then again, the book of S, daughter of Jehovah. Now, I'll just say something right here because I didn't really understand this when I first read S. But S is, whew, sheesh, another fire book. Everything's fire in Oahspe. Let me shut up. But the book of S, daughter of Jehovah, S is not actually a person in a sense of a angel in this book. S represents spirit. The word S is spirit, the spirit world. And spirit is feminine. It's feminine. So it's called the daughter. Corpor is masculine in essence, and so it's called son. But the daughter of Jehovah in the book of S is not an actual daughter of Jehovah that was born or an angel, but it's just the sense of the whole spiritual feminine side of life. And you got to go read through that shit. That's just, it has nothing to do with what I just said, really. But that was just one little point I wanted to bring out because that confused me when I first read it. But it's fire. Bond's Book of Praise. Y'all can go on my channel and look that up. I read through that whole book live, straight one time, no extra commentary. I just read through it like I was reading to my daughters for them to listen to it to go to sleep or whatever. They ain't gotta fall asleep to it, but I read that one. Y'all can follow the Bond's Book of Praise. Sheesh, it's gonna remind you of the Book of Psalms. It's gonna remind you of that. especially in the way that it's written. I was to say specifically Psalms. What's the one where it has every Hebrew letter? Every Hebrew letter is each verse has, or not each verse, but every has a section for each Hebrew letter. If you read that, I think that's Psalms 1. What psalm is that? I used to know that song by heart. I forgot. I still know it, but anyways, you'll find that the book of Bond's book of praise reads like that in a sense. All right, then you got the book of Oranothan, which is a fire text. That's book 31 in Oaspi, and that is the book for today, written by the goddess Ch.10, the antidoter or antidotus, the lawgiver, the one that's actually in overseeing the Cosmon era currently. I guess maybe till I want to say maybe until what are we in 2048? We in 2026. So I think Ch.10 gonna be ruling as goddess of Earth until 2048, and then her rule will be passed over. I think she might have a longer time than that. Who knows? I mean, it's written somewhere, but the book of Oranothan is the book that she's of her modus operandi for the diva, or the council of gods and goddesses, lords and angels that overrule and oversee from the heavens down to mortals on earth, right? That book, Oranothan, is the modus operandi of her administration. And one of the things she says is the way we gonna govern this shit, the way we gonna govern this thing here, y'all, is Big Mama said we gonna let these boys be grown and learn how to judge themselves and hear the voice of the Creator and know that they are brothers and sisters and none of them is orphans. They know this. You know, this is how Ch.10, the antidotus, is governing the earth. That's why there's so much feminine energy on the earth, because the leader of the planet is a woman. Whether you like it or not, whether you believe it or not, you don't gotta take my word for it. Don't take my word for it. Challenge it. You know what I'm saying? But if you read that book of Oranothan, you're gonna see that is for today. Fire book, man. I actually did a lesson on that not too long ago. All right, 32 is the book of Judgment. Man, if you look, the book of Judgment make it so plain that you are being graded. You have a spiritual grade based on your diet and based on your selfless service done unto others. Simple and plain. The way you live your life selflessly raises your spiritual grade. When you live your life selfishly, it lowers your spiritual grade. And that and your diet as well. That's very important, because the way that you live selflessly or selfishly, and the way that you eat, what you put in your mouth, is where you station where it gives you the grade of which you will station yourself. So you can know where you're gonna land. It gives you a practical way to guide your actions to selflessness, so that when you cross over in heaven, you're not still stuck here in the lower heavens trying to figure out how to forgive people, how to love your neighbor as yourself, how to be patient with your brother, how to take accountability for your actions and do the best you can. These are all kindergarten lessons that we're learning right now as mortals. And if you overcome and master those lessons now of selfless service and being a stand-up person and not a misfit your whole life, then when you cross over, you can know you're going to be in the second resurrection or the third resurrection, where there's peace and balance and love and harmony. All the angels will get it there. None of them are like, I hate you because you're white, or I hate you, you cheated on me, and I got all these grudges against you, and I hate you because you worship Allah. No, Jesus is the king. No, none of that shit goes on in the second resurrection at all. They all know that the Creator is everywhere. They've been dead for hundreds of thousands of years already. They didn't overcame everything. You see what I'm saying? And they understand everything below them, including their offspring, who was us. Yeah, those angels are our ancestors above our heads. They ain't just some separate entities out of creation. No, the angels are a part of creation. None of this is spooky. That's why I love OWASP, because it makes it practical. So you're not spookified and mystified and just imagining subjective realities about ghosts and spirits. No, this is real It's happening right now, whether you can sense it and comprehend it or not. You see what I'm saying? It's spirits around you right now. How many thoughts come to your mind today that you talk to yourself? I promise you have 1,000 conversations in your head a day. More than that, countless. From where are they coming? From who? You know what I'm saying? Niggas are so hyper focused on bullshit, they don't even think about this real shit. But I ain't got no problem talking about it. I can chill out and just be myself on here. And I trust that the creator gang gonna rock. And the creator and all his righteous angels, bro, listen. We all together in this day. We ain't nobody separate. So that includes angels, spirits of the dead. They right here. I hope you understand the entourage is dead. I hope that you're not lacking when you off the meds. You know what I'm saying? I hope you actually cry when somebody dies. Tears of joy, because they graduated beyond this nonsense. And they knew they were faithists, that they were going to go to the second resurrection, where there's peace and balance and harmony. We're going to get into that very, very soon. Matter of fact, the time is now. The Book of Judgment, we already went through that. That's where you learn your grade, your spiritual grade. Book 33. 33 is a code number 2. That's the number of a generation. Every 33 years counts one generation. It's not an evil number of like Masonic. 33 is evil. What? Debate me there. Let's talk about it. All right. Book of Discipline, chapter 33. We did all of that rambling and raving. I guess I gotta grow. I gotta elevate today because we're gonna talk some more. We already an hour. Ooh, an hour 11 minutes in. That's on the one. Whew. It was almost 4 ones at one time. I looked up there. All right, we on the one. So I feel good then. Shoot, we taking our time. We on the one. It is all praises to the one ever present great spirit. That is you. All right. Book of Discipline. All right, this is where we at. And then we got the Book of Inspiration and Book of Safa. And it goes all the way down. This is the fire. Y'all can take a screenshot of this real quick because I'm not going to keep this on the screen. I'm about to click the Book of Discipline. So y'all go ahead, screenshot that. If you ain't got, or you can just download the PDF for yourself. But if you want the screenshot, there it is. So much stuff in there, man. God's Book of Ben, Book of Knowledge, Book of Cosmogony and Prophecy. If you want to know the system and order of how the Creator created the heavens and the earth, the mechanism, the flower of life, the Fibonacci sequence, the vortex, the vortexian current, the unseen force that's putting everything in motion. Why is everything freaking spinning? You want to know that high-level science? It's right there in the Book of Cosmogony and Prophecy. Prophecy, too. You want to learn how to prophesy? There's a system and order to prophecy. It's not just guessing. It's not just feelings. It's not just spookism. You know, I'm just keeping it 100 with y'all. I ain't trying to... none of this stuff is too hard to understand and get in. None of this stuff is nobody's slow here. Except for you. And you must be the only nigga, man. Because, golly, this is not hard to understand. So now we about to look at something. Salute to everybody who are disciplined. Thank y'all for bearing with me still to this thing. And all praise to the Creator. May this be for the benefit of all mortals and angels and as we all strive to do our best to be selfless and giving and loving towards everyone around us for the benefit of the whole. All right. Salute to all the babies, to the children. May all of our children be blessed by our ancestors in the heavens. You know what I'm saying? To be inspired to do good directly from Creator coming out the womb. Salute to my daughters, my nieces, my nephews, and all the children, man, and all the children all over the world. Y'all keep eating your fruits and vegetables and practicing your gifts and talents. Y'all got a great time to grow right now. Great time to be alive. All right? Your life is eternal. I promise. All right, here we go. Book of Discipline. Let's get it. 33. All right, we hour and 14 minutes in. Book of Discipline. Come on now. Here we go. This is a very... Okay, let me slow it down. Let me take a little break, y'all. Get you some water real quick. I'm gonna sip me something. Hopefully I got a little something I can sip right here. And I got to get my phone on the charger. But I was at the Book of Discipline. Where'd it go? Did I pass it? I'll get to Esther. This is going to be a very beautiful portion of this lesson. This is the meat and potatoes of this lesson. If you got through the first hour and 15 minutes of this, you just got you a golden gem. Because, good things come to those who wait and are patient. That's facts. And we're going to talk about patience right now. The Book of Discipline in OISP, Sky or Spirit. Chapter 10. Book of Discipline. This is what's in OISP, y'all. If you didn't know, now you know. This is just some of the contents. I'm not going super deep. I'm just trying to keep this as real and as light and raw as possible in my own way. I love you sincerely. Salute to everybody indeed in the truth. You know how we do's it. We have now entered into the final part of this lesson. This broadcast is this the meat and potatoes of it. This is where I wanted to get to, man. And I want to really open up my heart and be vulnerable with y'all right here, because sheesh, man. This is real life. Hold on. Yee. All right, got my phone charger. We in the game. Here we go. OISP, Chapter 10, the Book of Discipline. God reveals the cure for remorse. God reveals the cure for remorse. I mentioned something earlier. Nobody's perfect. We are all learning. We learn something every day, which means we don't know much of nothing. And some of us have made mistakes in life. We didn't hurt people. We've offended folks. I've done it personally. You know what I mean? And I hurt because of that. It bothers me. I never, just beat up on people, or even if I get upset or set, quote unquote, beside myself, and I say something flippant, and I think back on my mind's memory, and I'm like, man, I shouldn't have said that. And I feel bad because of it. And a lot of us go through that. Everybody does. Everybody goes through that. It's real life. Hold on. My freaking charger. Oh. Be patient with me, y'all. I'm doing all right, though. But check this out. We're going to read through this and see if we can get some encouragement and understand on when that happens in real life. When you say something to somebody or do something that offends them, how does it make you feel? Do you feel happy about it? Or do you feel sad, remorseful? And the question is, how do you cure that for real? Because we know ain't no blood doing it. I'm not going to keep beating a dead horse on that. Ain't no blood curing nobody's remorse. It actually makes it worse. If you hurting and you kill something because you hurting, nigga, how does that help it? It doesn't. It makes it worse. I'm not playing no false god blood rituals today at all. I don't have time. But if that offended you, I know, even that, I don't like saying stuff even that's real that hurts people. But I know that there's a way for us to raise each other up, even through what we consider to be, or what we might misunderstand to be offensive. Because I really ain't trying to offend you by saying that blood sacrifice is inspired by a false ass demon. You shouldn't be offended by that. That would be like you being offended by saying all pedophiles need to go to jail. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck all pedophiles, nigga. Yes. If you touch and hurt children, fuck you. If you a demon baby killer, it's a double fuck you. Excuse my language. I'm doing too much. My mama would really be mad at me for that. I shouldn't have said the F word. But see that's called remorse. Anyway, let me just keep pushing. Everybody goes through this daily as you judge yourself. You feel remorse, man. Stuff you say, right? Even the Equalizer, Robert McCall, right? There's a time in there, he was dealing with all criminal types. And he would walk in, they challenge him, and he had to slaughter all of them niggas in 30 seconds. Time, 7 seconds, actually, 9 seconds, whatever many seconds, less than 10. And salute to my brother Daryl Cosmon of the Creator Gang, the Four Horsemen, because he is the modern day spiritual Robert McCall. If you see this nigga walk in the room and he looked down at his watch, yeah, you got 7 seconds to shape up, or you might just get your eyes checked up. You know what I'm saying? So salute to my brother, man, Robert McCall of the Creator Gang, Daryl Cosmon, the brother Whirlwind. Yeah, man. So, like I'm saying, we all feel remorse and pain. Even Robert McCall in the movie, he had the whole homie. He had just slit this nigga's neck, and he holding him, and nigga dying. He like, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And the dude just going to the spiritual world. So, just saying, everybody feels remorse, even people who are quote unquote supposed to be gangsters and heartless men. You know, y'all niggas are soft too. You feel that pain. How do you make up for people you offended? Like, you a real gangster, right? You done did dirt in the hood. You didn't really kill niggas. You didn't really shot niggas. You didn't knock shit down. You know what I'm saying? You done stole people money. You done stole people's cars. You done did stuff. All of us have. How that make you feel, man? Real talk. What's the cure for it? Let's look at what God said about the cure for remorse. And I promise you, man, I feel this. I feel this myself. That's why I wanted to share it today, specifically today. It's been on my heart to share it for a couple. That's why I was like, even my girl was calling me. I'm like, I can't do this. I got to get through this because this was serious in my life. This was a life lesson for me a couple times, but particularly today. And then I heard that funky song by Earth, Wind, and Fire. Fantasy. You know what I mean? And everything just, the creator just inspired me I got to get this out. So we're going to get to all of this concise and comprehensive continuing forward. Excuse me. Continuing forward, we're going to be comprehensive and concise. I hope y'all getting some understanding. All right. God reveals the cure for remorse. This is OWASP, an OWASP presentation, the Book of Discipline, chapter 10. Here we go. May this be for the benefit of all mortals and angels, and for the benefit of the whole. And that we understand and get this and be able to practice it practically. I thank you for OWASP, Jaja. It's just fire. We ain't read nothing evil yet. All right, here we go. Discipline, chapter 10. Be patient, oh man. Be patient, bro. With your neighbor and with your brothers, sisters too. Be patient, because many men are far short in righteousness and without strength to accomplish to the extent that the mind conceives, and suffer lamentably for having done wrong, for none and with none to relieve them. Pause. Let's pause right there. Let's take it slow. First and foremost, God said, be patient with your neighbors. We already know this to our soul. You ain't saying nothing. We don't know. We know we got to be patient. Some of us struggle with being patient. Salute to the Virgos. Practice patience with people. But no, for real. But this is the thing though. The reason why we got to be patient with each other is because many of us we fall short of righteousness. We know that in the Bible. It said, when we came up in the Bible days, it said, for all have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God and goddesses. Yeah, we ain't all reached that level. We trying to learn. That's why we call goddesses and gods in training. So it says, be patient with that. Be patient with each other because of that. Because you fall short. Nobody perfect. And then when we fall short, we find ourselves without strength. Or not, no, I shouldn't say it like that. Many men are far short in righteousness and without strength to accomplish to the extent the mind conceives, to the extent of righteousness, to the extent of the highest ideals of truth and virtue. Many men fall short of even what you conceive in your mind, what you think the right highest light is of righteousness in your heart right now. You fall short of even that every day. I know I do. You know what I'm saying? But I strive every day to refine myself. So many, but that's why I say be patient with your brothers and sisters, because we all know what the highest light of righteousness is. But we are sometimes without strength to accomplish it. And we after such, and I mean, I'm sorry, my eyes is blurry. and suffer lamentably. We suffer lamentably. We get depressed because we've done wrong to someone or to ourselves, and we have nobody inside of you. To when you by yourself, you ain't got nobody to relieve you. After you hurt somebody, you done said something wrong, and you walking down the street pissed off, and you in your own mind, you in your feelings. Who gonna relieve you? But you suffering, you lamenting, you mad at the world, you mad at yourself because of what you did wrong, the wrong that you did, that you know you did, and for which reason? Because everybody goes through this. This is real world life. Because everybody can, we all fall short. We all do wrong. We offend people, and we suffer because of it, lamentably on the inside. And we know this now, right? So for this reason, we talking about what's the cure for that pain? What's the cure for that sadness? What's the cure for that remorse after you done did some wrong to somebody or yourself? And we know it ain't blood. It says this is the reason why you should be patient. And then, I'm sorry, I'm tripping. My eyes is blurring on my screen. Let me back this phone. All right, so verse 4 now. For which reason, because everybody's sad, right, about feelings and mistakes. For this reason, you shall provide them all with honorable comfort. Check this out. In the ancient days, such ones who were feeling these sorrows and remorses, they confessed to a priest, and he pardoned them. That they went to the priest, man, Father, I've sinned. I did this wrong and I feel terrible. And then the priest said, your sins are forgiven. And by which they were quieted and relieved of great distresses. All that sorrow, all that pain. Back in the day, you just go to the priest, man. Hey, man, I sinned. And then inside yourself, you feel some type of relief. Great distress. Relieved of great distresses. Great distresses. That was in the ancient days. And in a much latter time, it was said to confess one to another. That's Bible, right? Confess you your sins one to another. You don't got to go to a priest now. Just go to each other, right? But in this day, neither one of these is culpable. Or I should say compatible. I said culpable. Neither one of these is compatible with what? The intelligence of those who shall be of Jehovah's kingdom. None of those is compatible with the intelligence of those who shall be in Jehovah's kingdom. No, it's not enough. It's not enough. It's a few solid niggas, but it's not enough. Few chicks that have really stepped, but it's not enough. You feel me? It's not enough just to confess to the priest no more. Even to just confess your sins, you just go talk to your brothers and sisters about what you did. It's not enough. In this day, neither of these methods is compatible with the intelligence. There's been an intelligence level up. We're in an age of information. And all of those who shall be of Jehovah's kingdom, salute to the students of Millennium Zion, the students of Jehovah's kingdoms, plural. That's us. Those two methods is not enough for us to really be purified of our sorrows sometimes. To just tell somebody, oh man, yeah, I did this and I did that. And, you talk to your brothers about it, you vent, right? But you really ain't, the venting is cool, but like it ain't really squashed the issue sometimes. For real. That's real life. So, Oaspi is showing us in this book right here, a cure for that pain, for real. What does it say? It says, and you can practice this if you don't believe it, right? But in this day, neither one of these old methods is compatible with the intelligence, the level up of those who shall be of Jehovah's kingdom of today, Cosmon. If then a man has remorse, if you got that pain in your heart, if you've been through that, you got depression and you fear people coming after you for stuff you've done. If a man has remorse for having wronged a brother or a neighbor, he shall acknowledge it. So, reveal it to the brother you did it to that member, and this shall be restitution, even as if the wrong had not been committed. But if he has wronged the community, then he shall acknowledge it to the whole assembly, and that shall be restitution, even as if the wrong had not been committed. And in either case, whether it be to an individual brother or sister, neighbor, or to the whole community, in either case, he shall take to himself no further sorrow, remorse, or shame, nor shall any member ever speak on the matter afterward except to comfort him. Stop. I went too far. I be trying not to do that. Let me go back to verse 9. No, verse 8. I said what I said already, but let's keep going. If then a man has remorse for having wronged a brother or neighbor, he shall acknowledge it to that member, and it shall be restitution, as if the wrong had never been done. So let's talk about something real quick. Simple word. Accountability. Accountability for your actions is what we in now. This is the level of Cosmon. This is the era of Cosmon, man. If you do something that offends someone and you feel sincere remorse in your heart and you want to make it good, I'm going to tell you how. Just like God just gave us an example. You go to that person, straight to that person directly. This is the level of intelligence that we are all leveling up to today. Ain't no more gossiping to your boys and just talking mess about somebody or trying to figure it out, crying to somebody, boo-hooing over their shoulder, or going to the altar and just boo-hooing at the altar on Sunday morning after 2 weeks of slandering a person's whole character. Oh, God, forgive me. No, it's not enough. It's a few solid niggas left, but it's not enough. Few chicks that'll really step, but it's not enough. You got to go talk to your peoples, man. You got to go talk to your peoples, man. You got to go have a conversation and sit down like the real gangsters. Get over this mess, even if we got to fade it out. But we together, we face to face. Accountability for my wrongs to you. I need to talk to you. Call me, or I'm gonna call you. Write me, I'm gonna write you. Text me, I'm gonna text you. We got to talk. Feel me? And once my admittance and my accountability as a man has been stated and acknowledged, and you accept my apology or whatever, once that happens, what does it say? It says, if then a man has remorse for having wronged a brother or neighbor, he shall acknowledge it so to that member, and this shall be restitution. Once you admit it, take accountability, speak to your person that you offended, and they accept, this shall be restitution. As what? Even as if the wrong had not ever been committed. So we ain't keeping no records of wrongs. Yeah, that's in the Bible. In the book of Romans, I think, or Corinthians 13 tells you what love is. Love is patient. Love is kind. Love keeps no records of wrong in the back of their mind. To point at somebody later on and to use it for whatever against them, for whatever. No. Today, we can see you doing that. If you're moving like that, we can see that. If a person come to you straight up as a man and tell you, hey, bro, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Shake your hand. And then you over there gossiping like, hey, this nigga, whoop-de-whoop. No, we're not doing that. He already cleared the air. He apologized straight to you as a man. So anything after that, you gossiping in the background about what, whoop-de-whoop, or bringing it up later, that's a foul ball. You out of bounds for that. You out of pocket for that. That man admitted his wrong, and he admitted it sincerely, and he's objectively changing his ways to not do it no more. So we're not talking about it no more. What does it say? Unless to what? Comfort him afterward. It says, let me get to it again. I love this OSP, man. It's just practical. How you gonna cure your remorse? We gonna look at it. Yeah. But if verse 9. Oh no, yeah, verse 9. We can read verse 9. But if he has wronged the community, then a person shall acknowledge it. Then he shall acknowledge it to the whole assembly. So if you out here like on some Dr. Umar or some scam preacher stuff, you over here false profiting, and you got the community investing in you, and you over here swindling folks, you know what I'm saying? Or you misrepresented your family on TV, or you did something crazy in public, and the whole community is offended, then you got to do the same thing to that same community. You got to reverse that. Apologize, admit, take accountability for your action. You a politician? and you done did something wrong to the community, that took advantage of people make mistakes and genuinely make mistakes, so we can give you that. But if you directly oppressing the people, you can still apologize too. That's the whole point of what we're talking about. I know that shit is eating you up inside. And you a dirty police officer. You didn't kill black men and nobody knows, and you just scraped it off the page. Like, I know you feel remorse for that. You know what I'm saying? You governors who build all these prisons and just house the niggas in there for less than nothing. I know you feel remorse. How you gonna really get over that? You have to go to your community and apologize. Simple. That's the cure for remorse. But we're gonna keep going. And then once you do that, can't nobody keep throwing it in your face. You're free. The truth will set you free. It's liberation over this way. You don't want that remorse on your heart, do you? Some people get so depressed and get tricked by depression and fear and pain that they feel like they got to hold on to it in order to even like feel like they're alive. And that's crazy. That's a crazy trick of the devil. You know what I'm saying? Release that remorse and pain. Nobody wants to be feeling like a loser or a criminal or a felon their whole life. No, we forgive you, bro. We ain't never bringing up your past. I got a homie right now. Then did some stuff. I talk to him every day. He in prison. He got a damn near elbow. 15 to life. He might get out this year. Matter of fact, salute. Free my homie, man. Free Tony, man. Because we've been praying for, man, years. I've been talking to this boy. He been locked up. I played football with him in high school. It's one of my best friends. He did something when he was young. And they tried to give him life in prison. But you think I'm judging this man about a mistake he made when he was in his teenage years? No, not at all, nigga. We talk about this. We've talked about this particular chapter. We've gone over this. You know what I mean? So like we know practically how a WASP is helping us today, right now in real life, on heavy shit like remorse and anger and pain and sorrow. All right, let's keep reading, man. It's just a book. We just reading. You ain't got to believe it, but if it makes sense, if it resonates with you, take what you can and make it practical for yourself, man, and operate with Jaja ever present with you. Verse 10, and in either case, once the acknowledgement is made and the accountability is taken, in either case, whether community or individually, he shall take to himself no further sorrow. Let it go, bro. Let that shit off your chest. Take a deep breath, take a shower, and take a nap, and know it's gonna be all right. You don't need to worry about no sorrow, no remorse, no shame, nor shall any member ever speak of the matter afterward except to comfort that person. That way he ain't got to deal with heaviness and shame after he already admitted his wrong and his blame. See how Creator makes everything balance? So we're not pulling our hair out. And there's a reason for it. I'm going somewhere with this. I got a very special correlation to the song Fantasy. I told y'all that's your homework. By the way, if you students of Millennium Zion, students of Jah Kingdom, Creator Gang, the homework for the day is to go listen to the lyrics of Fantasy by Earth, Wind, and Fire, because I'm correlating that song to the theme of this lesson, because I'm going somewhere in this book of discipline. Most of y'all probably already know where I'm going with it. But if you follow along, if you don't know, you're gonna get a real gem in a second. Yeah, real glittery one. Watch this. Man. Okay. So, we almost done, actually. Look. This is the whole chapter, and then we out of here. So, I'm trying to do a big boy chunky lesson today, I guess. I was trying to be done now. Intro music and exit music and everything. I wanted to be totally done by at least 125, 130, but here we go. This nigga's still rambling. Salute to y'all if y'all still gain some understanding from your little brother Prince Ch.10, man. I'm just trying to shine some light, man. Here we go. The cure for remorse. How we get over this pain. Verse 9. But if he has wronged the community, verse 10. And in either case he shall take to himself no further sorrow, remorse, or shame, nor shall any member ever speak of the matter afterward, except for what? To comfort him. That's it. The only time you would ever bring up a person's wrong or mistake or shortcoming in any way or offense to you, the proper way, if you really love the person, is just to comfort them. Because you know they're going to think about it. Imagine somebody who's been married 20 years and get drunk one night at a party. Somebody, you know, he loses himself and mess around with somebody, or the opposite happens, or a woman has an affair, you quick one night, whatever happens, right? But then they just get tainted their whole life, all the good that they've done, that all before that. I'm not trying to condone none of this, at all. Everybody should be man and one woman and one wife, in love and faithful. That's how I live my life. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying in real life, people have sorrow and pain because of mistakes and shortcomings of the flesh, just like that. And they get deemed cheaters forever. And they can never overcome it. And they lose their children. They get blackballed in whatever communities they're in. But if they decide one day to say, you know what, I want to take accountability for my actions. I want to apologize for this. I don't want to let this be a stain on my life forever. And they admit their faults. They take accountability 10 toes down on what they did, and not trying to make no mistakes or excuses for it. And you accept that apology. You should never bring that up again. Never. Except for if you look in their eyes and you could tell you still thinking about that shit, huh? Don't worry about it, baby. Don't worry about it. You want to talk about it? We can talk about it. But trust me, I forgive you, and the Creator is still giving you life and lungs right now to breathe this oxygen. He ain't got no hell for you. You have to be like that in order to cure a person for real. You talking about traumas of 10s, 20s, 30-year lifetime traumas. And people just won't let people live stuff down. That's not righteousness. Righteousness is saying, okay, my brother, you took accountability. I ain't saying accept no excuses. Let's keep reading. Let's see what it say. Don't bring it up unless to comfort them. But check this out. But in all cases, the confession shall be made in the name of Jehovah, the God of heaven, the creator of heaven and earth and all things. And forgiveness. Hold on. And forgiveness likewise. And forgiveness. So when you confessing your sincere heart, and you acknowledging your accountability in the name of the Creator who's ever present in all places. He know if you're lying. Keep it real with yourself first. You know what I'm saying? Don't lie to yourself. Don't lie to the Creator either. Your confession, when you confess a sin or an offense that you've done to somebody, to their face or to the community, just know you doing that in the name of the Creator. And the forgivers, the ones who were offended, your forgiveness, again, your forgiveness, your willingness and patience with your neighbor, your brother, knowing that you're not perfect either. We all fall short of what we all agreed to be the highest ideals of Thai, the highest light of humanity. We know what it is, but we also know we make mistakes. And when that happens, and a person stand up enough to say, I did that wrong, I take accountability, I apologize, I'm not going to do it no more. I already been whooping myself in my heart. My heart is remorseful. This is a whooping. This is a book of discipline. You know what I'm saying? So my point is that everybody goes through these ups and downs in their heart when they make mistakes, and it's not righteous, and it's only righteous, I should say, for the person who acknowledges a mistake to be forgiven, and it shouldn't be held over their head ever. It shouldn't even be mentioned anymore. This is resonating right to my soul. Because that's how I am anyway. If somebody comes and tells me I'm sorry, I don't bring it back up again 20 days later. No, that's never been my get down, ever. But I do know people like that. Not gonna lie. I know people who hold grudges and all that. But watch what we're gonna see right here. All right, here we go. Salute to everybody still hanging on this long. I can't believe I'm talking this long. I can't believe y'all still listening if you is. I love you for real if you are, man. I ain't gonna cap to you. And if obviously my daughters, if y'all listening, your daddy just be long with it sometimes. And this is one of them times. All right, where we at? Verse 11. Here we go again, verse 11. Let's all read it together. Ready? Go. But in all cases, confession shall be made in the name of Jehovah, and forgiveness likewise. But whoever seeks to justify himself, or to make it appear that he was only partly culpable, or that others led him into it, that man shall not be forgiven. So pause. We read it. Everything is confessed and forgiven in Jehovah's. But if you're not willing to take accountability for your actions, if you making excuses and saying, "Oh, I blame them. It's their fault. It's not my fault. I didn't do it." You lying to yourself and all that. Like you just, can't nobody see you. Like you invisible. No, we see you. We see what you did. We know what you did. But you ain't taking no accountability for it. So why would we forgive you? Why would we? Why? For what? You're not even sorrowful at all. You're not even showing no remorse for real. This is the cure for remorse. So if you don't have no remorse in your heart, then we don't even have to talk about forgiving you for nothing. That's just real shit. I mean, most of us who are righteous we're gonna forgive you because we don't want to deal with no stupid stuff. I'd rather not even think about you. If you that type of person, hella arrogant, don't want to say I was wrong. You can't say I'm sorry for nothing. Nigga, I'm not dealing with you. I'm not even thinking about you. That's just me. But it say right here that that person is you don't gotta worry about forgiving that person. They gonna learn their lesson the hard way. Okay? Verse 12. But if he were led into something, right? He's making excuses saying somebody made me do it. Okay, if you was led into it, then the person who led you into it, he knows it, and he will exonerate you, or he shall exonerate you. If you lead someone to doing wrong and it's not their fault, then you need to acknowledge that. Hey, little homie didn't have nothing to do with that, man. That was all on me. Let him exonerate that man from that wrong that everybody is accusing him of, or that person is accusing him of. It's only righteous. It's only stand up. It's only good guy shit. You know what I mean? Unless you're the bad guy, you were trying to blame somebody for something you did and they've taken the fall for you. That's been in a hood. That's been low key a hood rule back in the day for years. Like, oh, he gonna take the rap for me, nigga. You think I would do that? No, and neither did Jesus. If you think that, my sins were put on Jesus, and he died for my sins, that's not a thing. Nobody know that's not a thing, dog. That don't happen. It didn't happen. Whatever you mess up, whatever you spill in your life, whoever you offend, you have to go clean up your mess to their faces today. That's the only way to cure remorse. If you really feel bad for something, go to your brother and talk to him. It's all this tiptoeing around the tulips, and we don't quibble. We're not quibbling. You know what I'm saying? Come holler at your bro. If you got an issue with me, I ain't got no qualms, nothing, no problems. And I'm the same way if I do something to somebody else. I will hope you wouldn't block my number so I can call you and we can talk, because I want to acknowledge my wrong so we can continue to press forward. And we're going to talk about something right now, because this is the reason. What is the purpose for this, right? Why do I got to make sure I go to my brother and confess my sin and then take accountability and squash all this beef? Why? I'm about to get to it right now. But we read 12, making sure nobody taking the fall for nobody else's sin. No, Jesus didn't do that. And if you lead somebody else into sin and they get in trouble, you need to exonerate them and speak up and take accountability for you. Right? That's verse 12. That way that person don't gotta feel bad and feel remorseful and sorrowful and sad for something he didn't even do or she didn't do. See what I'm saying? This is balance. This is practical wisdom coming from a wise spirit. We ain't read nothing evil yet. Verse 13. Now this is the part right here that everybody gonna be tripping on, because this is my favorite part. Let me zoom in on this. This is why I told y'all to go do that homework on that song Fantasy. Watch this. Why is it that you need to go talk to your brothers when you offend them and make it good? Why is it that you got to forgive somebody who offends you? Why did the Creator say that that's what love is? To not even keep records of wrong, let it go and move on. Don't bring it up unless you're going to comfort that person. We're not throwing records of wrongs and stuff niggas did in the past in their face. No. The Creator won't even let you grow. You ain't going to get no higher up in the spiritual grades and in the higher heavens on the earth, acting with grudges and hateful to your brothers and unforgiveness in your heart. You're not rising up past the level of the troposphere. You dig that? And I talked about the levels of heaven before, but listen. Let me slow down. Let me read this verse, man. Book of Discipline, chapter 10, OYSP, verse 13. Who underline this, y'all, and highlight. Whoever Jehovah, the creator of heaven and earth, whoever he created in proximity, look around you. Just take a look to your left, take a look to your right. Anybody upstairs, downstairs, in your front yard, backyard? Whoever Jehovah created in proximity as to time, what time is it? Look around. Your left, your right. What time? What time is on my phone? 9:32. Right? That's what time we all on this. Whatever time it is right now. Whatever time you're watching this video, look around you. Who's around you in proximity at this time and this whole era of Cosmon? let's. Who we what country we in? Some of y'all listening to me all over the world. Who's around you in that country? You in America? If you a copper colored indigenous, quote unquote, black American, I salute you because this is our land. This is our country. I'm Amaru. We didn't come over here on no ships from Africa. Some folks did, but not most of us. Anyway, let me get. What country are you in? Who's around you? What place? Look around you. And associations. What sororities? What people? Whatever you in, right? Those people. Just watch this. Let me slow down. I really want this to sink in. Whoever Jehovah has created in proximity as to time, country, place, and association, the same shall not be far distant on many occasions in the next world. Look around you. Your mama, your daddy, your friends, your family, your associations, your community members, the people you offended yesterday, the people you offended last year, the nigga you killed 2 motherfucking years ago, whatever, the people that you grew up with in your proximity as the time, what time you lived, the country, the place, the associations, all them people, the same shall not be far distant on many occasions in the next world. Meaning even when you die, you still gonna be dealing with these same niggas. What? Let me keep reading. And in time to come, they shall, and in time to come, they shall be as in a glass house, and all the deeds done while immortality shall be read as in an open book. Yeah. Let me slow down. Everybody you around right now, man, you ain't never gonna be away from them niggas. I know that sounds crazy. But the way that the functionality and the system and order of creation works is that just like a tree planted in a forest, them trees that plant that they're always next to each other. As they grow out the ground, whatever seeds landed in that time, in that place, in that country, in that proximity, in that organization, in that cluster, they all grow together, upward and onward. And it's the same with mortals and spirits and humans, right? I was born in Fresno, California, 1988. See what I'm saying? And everybody I grew up with and lived on earth mortal with, and then we die and we grow up with, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna know each other. We're gonna be around each other forever. This ain't no plaything. So you don't have to believe it. It's just a practical framework for understanding why you can't just be hating on your neighbors and hating on your brothers, and why you got to be patient with each other when we fall short of what we know to be the highest ideal of righteousness, love, peace, harmony, and truth. Sometimes niggas lie to you because they're scared or because they're confused, or they don't lie to you. Maybe you just get misunderstood. Are you going to have anger and bitterness because of that? Or are you going to go talk to that person and just squash it today? We don't have to go to a priest to get rid of our remorse. That's not how you do it today. You don't have to just call your sister and vent about the situation, and then now you don't feel bad no more because you didn't found somebody to agree with your bullshit. No. You got to go to the person that you offended and enable you to squash the bullshit. That's maturity. That's the level of the earth right now, the whole planet, even the presidents and the governments. You got a problem with China? You need to go talk to China, not just drop a bomb on somebody. What is you doing? Go handle that in real life, because if you start to offend people and hurt people and create pain and sorrow in the world, you have to deal with that. How do you deal with it? That's what I'm saying. The cure for the remorse. How do you deal with that? The only way is to go talk to that person directly and squash it with them. That's what I'm saying. That's what Owasby's saying. And I practice this every day. I've been doing this. I was born conscious of this. I didn't read this on Owasby and be like, oh snap, it's dope that it's written and I can comprehend it and I can share it. But I've always, in a sense, understand if I hurt somebody, I gotta write them a letter. I'm a writer. I'm a letter writer type of person. I'm gonna write you a 2-page letter. I'm sending you a 4-page letter. If I got remorse up in my heart, and I hope that you better get it on time. Shout out to Aaliyah. But I'm serious about that. I feel pain. I've gone through situations where I made mistakes with people I love, and it took me a long time to be able to even mention it to them. And I held on to that pain and sorrow for so long. And when I finally mentioned it, they was like, bro, I'm not even worried about that. And I felt the Creator's light cure me of that pain. And I realized that is a practical framework for understanding how to deal with your spirit. I mean, with your family and friends, even spiritually speaking, because when you progress into the atmosphere, when you graduate into the spiritual world, you're still going to be in close proximity to the people that you were raised around, with your country, your time period, whatever. You will never just be away from people who die or whatever. However we thought, it's not like that. You're going to have to clean up what you mess up and mend these relationships. Or guess what? Or you don't get forgiven and you stuck here on the earth plane, on the bottom, below the troposphere, until you learn to love your neighbor as yourself. The Creator's not playing. Like I said, in the second resurrection, third resurrection, higher heavens of the earth, there is no bickering and I hate you because you're white. I hate you because you Edomites had us in slavery, and Jesus is better than, and Yeshua's better than Jesus. And no, none of that's going on in second resurrection or third or above. None of that's happening. Everybody understands who the Creator is, and they've been dead for thousands of years already, and they still driving in their kingdoms and in their schools and factories, unhinged by your disbelief in a atmospheric heaven. They're still doing everything they got to do, inspiring you now. Your ancestors ain't forgot about you, whether you believe that they're there or not. They still love you. You know what I'm saying? That's real. And they have felt sorrow like you have felt. We all have. Angels and mortals. That's why I had to get this lesson off today because I want everybody to know this is not no fake experience. Life is real, man. People really go through pain and hurt every day, struggling with depression and shame and sorrow and just feeling shunned out because of things that they've done. I can't believe I did that. I would never have done that before. What got into me? What the fuck inspired me to do this vile thing? This terrible, horrendous thing. I don't want to, I'm shamed. I want to be in the closet or on my knees praying to whoever will hear me. Who's going to take this sorrow away from me? To the point where people even believe that the blood of Jesus, the blood of another person would just wipe it away, just take it away. I don't want to feel this. But the goddess or the God today, the goddess of today and all the true gods of the past have been inspiring us to just go deal with the situation right now today in Cosmon. You want to be a mature, emotional person, emotionally mature and respected, and you take accountability for your actions. Simple. I've been doing all this rambling and talking, trying to be whatever, but just take accountability for your actions. Be a stand-up 100% person, and know that sorry goes a long way. You know what I mean? Apologizing goes a long way. I don't want you feeling sorry. I don't want to say sorry. The apologies go a long way, and your sorrow will disappear a long way away from you too as well. If you just be accountable to your brothers when you fuck up. Simple. When you mess up. Your sisters, your wife, your friends. That's it. And stay 100% on Creator. That's it. So yeah, because guess what? We ain't never gonna be apart. Our voices will ring together until the 12th. That's my birthday. I'm never. So listen to that song. That's homework for y'all. Listen to those lyrics. I'm not gonna keep y'all too much longer. This was the meat and potatoes of the whole lesson. I just wanted to get to this part because I was feeling bad about some stuff I've done in my life, and I've come to this multiple times in my day, and it's helped me. So I wanted to share. Hopefully, the cure for remorse, being accountable for your actions. I think I might title that something like that. This one, part 2 of the introduction to OWASP. Take accountability for your actions or something like that. You know what I'm saying? All right, so let me read this from verse 13 again. I'm about to be out y'all way. Whoever Jehovah has created in proximity as to time, country, place, and association. This is beautiful, by the way. The same shall not be far distant on many occasions in the next world. Your loved ones ain't gonna be far from you. You're gonna see your grandmama, your cousins, your brothers, your sisters, your neighbors, everybody you grew up with in the same time, country, place, and association. They're not gonna be far away. And I think that's funny to me because, niggas are like, I don't want to see that nigga over there. Yeah. These are the niggas you can't stand. The ones that get on your nerves, the ones you offended, the ones that offended you. You ain't just they're not disappearing. You're going to be still learning and growing together. We're all in this together. And in the next world, and in the time to come, it shall be as in a glass house, where all the deeds done while immortality shall be read as if in an open book. So you ain't hiding nothing from nobody. You might as well get used to cleaning up your mess now. Stop living your life as a misfit every day right now. You feel what I'm saying? Be better. Clean up your mess. Clean up your life. Fix your relationships. Love your wife. Honor your husband. Like we all gotta get to this level of the highest ideals. We all fall short of it. But learning to forgive each other and be patient with your neighbors and your brothers and your sisters and your lovers. Listen, that's how you get over the remorse and the pain. You don't want to let it fester. You don't want to let it build up. And you want to keep adding on to the toxicity. It's detox time. How you detox? Take accountability. Forgive him. If he says sorry, that man apologized. You woman, you forgive him. You go encourage him and you don't do that shit no more, nigga. You brothers and sisters, stop playing. Stop hating on each other. Y'all love each other. That's what God is saying in a sense. That's the cure for remorse. Now check this out. Because of the fact that we all gonna be together, let's read in verse 14. It says, for which reason? Because you ain't gonna just escape people when y'all all gonna grow together, even in spirit. Whoever you around, you're gonna be with them when you die too. And for this reason, you shall not linger by the way when you have wronged any man or the community, but you shall go quickly and confess it to them, so that your spirit becomes pure in the sight of the creator of heaven and earth, Jehovah, right? Though you grieve, I know you sad. I see you. You're talking about, shall I humble myself? Should I apologize? How do I say this? How do I write this? What should I do? And I say to you, this is godliness. Yes, you should go humble yourself and pray and figure it out. For it is the purification of yourself to deal with this, the way you're dealing with it, and the beginning of power, right? So you're getting stronger. But if a man, now check this out. So that's if dealing with that part. If you hurt somebody or the community, go to them, talk to them. And this is the beginning of power. Humbling yourself is not a bad thing. Being vulnerable, right? And saying, I'm sorry, I messed up. That's a good thing. That's godliness. Underline that, y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to sit down and be humble. Hold up. Sit down. Be humble. That's godliness, all right? Salute to K-Dot, man. That's one of my homies, too. All right. So now we almost done. We are almost out. I've been rambling. I think this is the longest video I've ever done. We just hopped over 2 hours. Wow. I really hope people watch this. Because I had to get this out this way. I know I've been kind of up and down and all around, but it was on my soul. I had to get this out. I didn't want nothing to distract me today. I was like, no, I got to do this one. Book of Discipline, chapter 10. God reveals the cure for remorse in Owaspi, sky, earth, spirit. We already know this to our souls consciously from Creator without the book. But the fact that we have a practical framework to understand it, a system in order, you know what I'm saying? In the form of a practical spiritual guidebook, it's fire. It's fire. It's a highlight. And I want y'all to highlight this chapter. And whenever you feel sad, whenever you feel remorse, whenever you make a mistake, or whenever you feel like I need to forgive this person, because a lot of us, we deal with irritation because people around us are silly. They act low vibrationally. They act stupid, for lack of a better word. Like we got to be patient with them. We got to learn to forgive people for making what we consider stupid mistakes. Right? I'm dealing with that literally right now. I got 2 hours to pay a bill. I ain't gonna talk about that shit. Never mind. But anyway, so yeah, we got to be patient with our brothers and sisters. And if we offend somebody, be humble, apologize, make your amends. Now check this out. Verse 16, this is, then I'm headed to the crib. All right, but if a man wrong himself, as by pollutions or dispensations or otherwise, this is a sin against Jehovah, and he shall confess it privately to him. So if a person is dealing with vices or dealing with whatever you're dealing with, it's really between you and your creator. If you haven't offended another person directly, and you just say you smoke a lot of tree, or you just a toxic individual, you drink too much, you whatever your individual vice is, you gamble too much, or you watching pornography, or whatever your situation is that's not offending someone else directly, that's between you and creator. You ain't that's private. That ain't got nothing to do with nobody. Nobody got to know about that. And guess what? Nobody can point to you and try to judge you less because you got a certain vice. That's between you and Jaja. You and Jaja go deal with that. We'll pray for you over here. We're not trying to tear you down, though, or tell you this or you're that, or you're unworthy of our respect or our love because you dealing with this. No, that's between him and his brother. I mean, that's between him and his creator. Yeah, little brother, watch out. You see what I'm saying? So, or little sister, don't be judging him. Y'all watch out. Let him go pray for him if that's what you feel like. But we talking about his sorrow. He the one dealing with, damn man, I gotta stop smoking so much, or I gotta stop drinking so much, or I gotta stop gambling so much. I'm messing my life away. Like he's dealing with that within himself. And that's between him and creator. It ain't got nothing to do with you pointing fingers and say, oh, see, this nigga ain't never on time because he always drinking and he always this and he always been. No, we're not doing that. He's already dealing with remorse and sorrow and shame on his own inside. You don't know what this man dealing with? And for you to come out here talking like that, it's worse, making it worse for him. See, in Owaspi, in the book of Esra, Yeshua said, only speak delights and never speak words that cause another person pain. Ever. That's not ever the thing. When a person is dealing with sorrow and shame, you have to become a comforter. Give them honorable comfort to their souls, knowing that you fall short of your highest ideals of what humanity should be too. You see how this brings balance to the spiritual side of life? What you're dealing with in sorrow, in your spirit of sorrow or remorse, the Creator is dealing with that in Owaspi. How do you cure it? Everybody feel it. Everybody go through it. But what's the proper way? Should I go to the priest? Like the Catholics, still to this day, Catholics run into the priest confessing their sins, thinking that that's enough. It's not enough. It's a few solid niggas left, but it's not enough. A few chicks that are really step, but it's not enough. It's not enough just go to the priest. It's not enough just to go vent to your brother. You need to go talk to the person that you actually offended. And then you'll find the cure for remorse. And that person that you offended, look, if they forgive you, then y'all both on the one. If they don't forgive you, you still on the one because you at least admitted it. So you can still be relieved of your pain and sorrow, even if they say they don't forgive you. I used to be a victim of that too. I'd be so sincere, apologizing to somebody, crying, writing letters, and they still talking shit to me. You know what I mean? But I already did what I had to do. So I don't gotta feel sad no more. You know what I'm saying? I stood on my manhood. I took accountability. So, and I was sincere. I wasn't faking the funk. So I don't gotta feel you trying to still put me in guilt traps and guilt trips and all that. No. Jehovah already told me I can be 100% real. Tell you what I did that's wrong and do my best not to ever do it again. And if you still want to throw it in my face and be unforgiving, that's your problem. I could feel offended or whatever, but why? I don't need to. I just got over remorse. So you trying to just put me back there? No, Creator giving me liberty. You know what I'm saying? He gave you liberty to be a hater too. So do what you do. If that's you. But I'm just saying, we got the cure for remorse. Jehovah said, if you got something that you striving with on your inside, it's just between me and you. Nobody else got to know about that. That's private. And here it is. Here's the key right here. Let me read that from the top again. But if a man wrongs himself, nobody else, just doing wrong to himself by pollution of his body or dispensation or otherwise. Some people be cutting on themselves and banging their head, getting drunk, drinking drunk till they black out because they so much pain. They feel like they just worthless. No one cares. And they're hearing all these voices too in their head. Think about that part. But let's not go too far away from where we at. We talking about remorse. Don't let nobody put you down after you stood 10 toes and confessed your sins straight to the person you wrong, right? But check this out. If you just do wrong to yourself, that's between you and Jah. All right, Jehovah, and this is sin against. If you mess up yourself, it's a sin between you and Jehovah. And if you confess it, and He shall confess it privately to the Creator, making a covenant with the Creator, not with nobody else, with Jah, to do it no more. If I'm a crackhead, I'm gonna tell Creator, I won't do this no more. And if you keep that oath, then the wrong is forgiven to you, and you shall have peace with the Creator in your soul. All right, so that's the rules or the cure for remorse in the OSB chapter 10 and book of Discipline chapter 10. Like I said, I've been working all day, y'all. I've been talking 2 hours. This is the longest video I ever did. I'm cotton mouth right now. I don't want to rush off of here, but I do want to remind y'all that y'all can like, share, subscribe to my channel, and definitely comment, please. I know today I was ramping. Y'all can talk mess if you want to. You can clown on me. We can play the dozens. I'm cool. You can laugh at me in the comments too. I ain't tripping. But I just do want y'all to comment, please. Say something, spin some vortexes, whatever. It's free. Share it, like, share, subscribe, and if you really believe in this faith, this energy and light that that I'm trying to share with y'all, you can also follow my brothers, Cosmon Cal TV, Selah Shalom TV, Daryl Cosmon TV, and Honor and Humility STL, and with my brother Malachi. Creator gang, y'all salute. Thank y'all for dealing. Thank y'all for hanging out this long with your bro, man. My phone on 14%. I gotta get back to the family business, and again, I wanted to come on here and just share a little bit of what OSP contains, sincerely, genuinely, in a cool, laid-back way. Slowed it down. I know I rambled on a little bit, but I hope y'all bore with me. But yeah, we read the first 3 pages of the cover of the PDF version of OSP. Read a little bit of the table of contents. Hope y'all got your screenshots. And then we jumped down to book 33 in the book of Discipline. And we just looked at chapter 10, the cure for remorse. The chapter 1, I said, let me just show you this real quick. The book of Discipline is fire, but I'm about to get out of here. Chapter 1, book of Discipline, God reveals who He is. That's fire. And He basically says the same thing we already read in the beginning. I'm your brother, not the Creator. The Creator is not a God, but He's all of it. We are in Him, and He is speaking directly to our souls from all sides in this Cosmon era. So salute. Y'all can screenshot this right here if you'd like. The book of Discipline, chapter 10, God reveals the cure for remorse. All right. I love y'all. Indeed, in the truth. Salute to my soldiers. Salute to my sisters. Sister soldiers. And y'all keep it on the one, man. Go check out your homework assignment, which was Earth, Wind, and Fire Fantasy. The lyric video. Watch the lyric video. If you got you a guitar bass, learn the bass line. I'm gonna learn the guitar part for sure. Salute to my beautiful daughters, Zion, Aaliyah, Tylia, Jordan, and all all the daughters of the Creator. Salute to the goddesses in training. Princess goddesses is what I call it. And all my brothers and the young soldiers, man, y'all stand strong as the leaders and the men, and y'all stay. It's not okay. It's okay to be vulnerable. You know what I mean? For men, we all make mistakes. Sisters, y'all take it easy on us, man. We as men, y'all think we don't feel. For some reason, y'all think just because we hard, we got muscles, that we don't have emotional struggles and sorrows and remorse that we deal with when we make mistakes. Even especially to y'all, our women, we learn how to balance our emotions once we get in relationships and learn how to be soft and be compassionate. Like we learn that being with y'all, but just it takes time. And I just pray that we all learn, men, women, fathers, mothers, brothers, we all learn to just be patient with our brothers and sisters in creation. Even the animals. We got to learn how to have compassion. All these animals suffering in these slaughterhouses, literally squealing for their babies and being tortured and hung upside down. And it's just terrible, bro. All these fast food chains filling us with terrible food. Like, we got to change our diets. A lot of reason why we are feeling depressed and sorrowful and pain and all this, and because we're not being accountable. We think nobody cares. We think we're just alone, and we eating terrible food that makes us feel even less dense. And we live in a world 6 feet apart and separation and gas, all this stressing, all of this sorrow, all of this remorse, all these mistakes we've made as a people, as a nation, as a human race. You know what I mean? Like, we got to get past it, and the only way is to just take accountability for our actions today, and be forgiving, and be vulnerable. And be compassionate and pitiful even to our enemies. If people, you apologize to somebody, they don't want to, they slap your hand away. I've been in that situation. I try to be a stand-up cat and a nigga slap your hand. How you feel about that? It don't even matter. You stood up to you stood for what you was on. Nigga didn't want to take your apology, then I let him deal with that. But at least you were sincere, and you gotta stay sincere. Don't get mad. You gotta stay on your righteousness and your love and your dedication and fidelity to your creator. This is the highest study, the most sacred study of our lives. How do we forgive our neighbors? How do we love our neighbors as ourselves? That's the highest freaking light of all. And loving the creator above all else. So salute to everybody, man. I'm so grateful for y'all for coming through. I'm gonna do something special for the chat. For you. If y'all stayed this long, I'm gonna drop a secret gem in here. Let me see. If you stayed to the end of this video, which I know most people in Creator Gang, we are capable. We do this all the time. But anybody who's new to Prince Ch.10 Cosmon, my YouTube channel, or the Creator Gang, if y'all knew and you stayed this long, I'm going to drop you an Easter egg, so to speak, right now. And if you put this in the chat, then I'm going to do something special for y'all in the next video. The Easter egg is going to be post in the chat. Let me see. I need something funky. I told y'all your homework was to go look at that Fantasy by Earth, Wind, and Fire, right? So this is the Easter egg. I want y'all to, and this might take a little work. This is part of your homework. This is all fun. It's all fun. If you want to play along, please do. Go to Earth, Wind, and Fire Fantasy. If you got to this far of the video, then the only people who get this far are going to do this. Go to the fantasy lyrics on Google, or just type in the first line. Type in a line, a lyric. Do this. Type your favorite lyrics from the song Fantasy by Earth, Wind, and Fire. Just post one of the lyrics. Just a bar. If you get this far, post a bar of Earth, Wind, and Fire Fantasy, and that let me know that y'all listened to this far, and I got something special for y'all in my next video. Thank y'all for tuning in. It's your little brother, Prince Ch.10 Cosmon. Salute to the Creator Gang. Salute to the students of Millennium Zion. I pray that this video was beneficial to all mortals and angels in S, as we all strive to do our best to elevate in Creator's ever-present virtue. I love y'all so much, and again, I thank you. All praises to the Creator, and I'll be back in a minute, man. Y'all just keep doing good. Stay good. That's all it's about. Peace. I'm glad I got to this video. Sheesh.